let me ask y'all a question, bro. In the next 5 years, who do y'all think is gonna be like the top like animation character, right? Because in my time growing up, it was always SpongeBob, right? SpongeBob was always, SpongeBob's on, you watching SpongeBob. Everybody's talking about SpongeBob. You go to school, SpongeBob. You go make memes, SpongeBob. Games, SpongeBob. Like he was just the colossal, like, oh, I'm the king of animation, right? And I'm not saying that I think bro's time is up, but like, kinda though, cause like, of course they're still making SpongeBob stuff. SpongeBob ain't going nowhere, right? Don't get me wrong, but like, at the same time, I think that the animation landscape, since it's become so attainable for like so many people, I think that like SpongeBob's time is like, I don't know, bro. Like they're doing so much. You don't like, what I'm getting at is you don't really hear people talking about the SpongeBob show anymore. People don't talk about SpongeBob SquarePants as like, oh, I'm gonna go watch some SpongeBob now, unless you're gonna watch the older seasons, right? And I'm not. This is not a video to dig at the new season of SpongeBob, bro. Trust me, I'm not even beat to get into that conversation, bro. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. I don't care. I don't care, bro. I just throw SpongeBob on the TV as background. I don't care what episode it is on. If it's some of the old ones, I may sit there and watch it. I ain't gonna lie, bro. But some of the new ones, I mean, I'll look over and stuff like that. But I'm not here to get into that conversation of new SpongeBob versus old SpongeBob. That's not what this video is, bro. This is just saying that like people don't talk about the newer seasons of SpongeBob anymore. SpongeBob's legacy is what people talk about, right? And that goes for all the content that SpongeBob's been putting out recently, bro. The Patrick Star Show, Camp Coral, the movies on Netflix. People aren't really talking about these products and this content that SpongeBob's putting out, unless they're like, dedicated fans and or just looking for something to watch, which is fine. I'm not, but that's that, like, in terms of SpongeBob's iconicness as the animation king, it's not really looking good for him, right? Not really looking good for him no more. And like, that happens. Obviously things change, people are attached to new different things over time, but like, like we went from Mickey Mouse to SpongeBob, right? Mickey Mouse was the king of animation. Everybody's talking about Mickey Mouse this, Mickey Mouse that, Looney Tunes, right? Bugs Bunny. And now, especially with like the fall of cable, people not really watching cable as much. You don't really have like one character that like encapsulates all the animation, right? You don't really have that anymore. But here's my rebuttal to that. I think you kind of do, and hear me out, y'all. I mean, she might be in the thumbnail. I didn't draw the thumbnail yet, yo. I didn't draw the thumbnail yet, so I don't know if I put her in the thumbnail. But Pomni from Major Digital Circus, bruh. I think that I don't think that Digital Circus is gonna be like the king of animation, or Pomni will be the queen necessarily, but more so like the face of the new generation of animation, right? Because a whole bunch of these like indie studios and stuff like that, these indie people are getting together and creating their own series, creating their own lines and franchise and stuff like that, and people are rocking with it heavy, bro. And shout out to that. But I think that like, so here's my thing, right? Like with Amazing Digital Circus, I'm just call it Digital Circus right now. Here's my thing with Digital Circus. It's gonna end, right? And I don't know how long it's gonna go for. We only on episode 5 didn't even come out yet. I think they're gonna have 10 episodes. And like, let's do some math. Like, let's say an episode once every one episode every year, I think is what they're gonna drop in, right? I don't know. Nah, I think like 2 episodes every year. Yeah, about like 2 episodes every year, right? We're gonna end in like, what's the math, right? I don't know, 5, 6 this year, maybe. Actually, no. Let's say 5, 6 this year, maybe. So like 2027, it'll be done. It's about like something like that. And I think it'll have already like been the beacon of like, we can like, people see stuff like that and get motivated to like, all right, I'm gonna just do my thing then. If they doing it, if people that are like on my level are doing it, I could do it too. And that's a good thing. And I think it'll inspire a lot of people to like really put out their stuff. And I think I don't know, something is gonna get caught, bro. Like something's gonna get caught. Something's gonna get like people's attention. People really gonna rock with it. I just don't know what that series is gonna be, but I have a feeling it's gonna be like an indie series that's like the face of like animation and like the newer generation. Cause you know before it was always these like big corporations. And don't get me wrong, I mean Nick, Cartoon Network, Disney's, one of them could put out a banger and have people really attached to it, but they haven't. They have not in years. Years, bro. I can't remember the last thing that Disney, Cartoon Network, or Nickelodeon put out that like in recent years. In recent years, like let's say like the last like 5-ish years that they put out that like really caught like a big crowd of people and consistently like that's still here today, right? That's still here today. I really can't name anything, bro. It's been nothing. It's been nothing since I was a kid. You feel me? That was like the last time that they was really putting out shows that like really caught a whole group of people. And you know, I don't know, like I don't think obviously Cartoon Network, Disney, and Nick aren't going anywhere. I'm not really too well versed in like the landscape right now, so maybe one of them might go somewhere. Disney and Nick aren't. All right, I can say that for certain. Cartoon Network, I'm not sure, bro. I'm not really too sure. But like, y'all get what I mean? Like, what is gonna be like the face? Like when I have my grandkids, right? What's gonna be like that series that like my grandkids are watching? And it's like, yo, grandpa, like, what you mean you don't know this? Everybody know this. You know that we've been watching this for years. What's gonna be that series? You know, cause like. It's always different. It's always changing, and I'm just really interested and curious to see what it's gonna look like. How it's gonna present itself. It's gonna be something like, I don't know, Looney Tunes or like Tom and Jerry. It's gonna be some slapstick humor. It's gonna be something like Digital Circus was more like chill, more kind of like more like the vibes are like all age type of vibe, right? What's the vibe it's gonna go for? It's gonna be 2D animated. It's gonna be 3D animated. We haven't seen a lot of 2D animated stuff. It's mainly been 3D. So it's just like with a landscape that's always changing like this. I just wonder like what is gonna be like the face. What's gonna attract the most people and like keep that large crowd of people, bro. You feel me? Because it's crazy. Like what. Things are always changing, so you never really know what to expect, bro. That's how I look at it though. Like that, I'm just wondering. I don't know, something crazy might drop, and everybody rock with it. Might come from Cartoon Network, might come from Nick, might come from Disney, might come from one of the Goliaths. It might come from a random indie studio. You know what I mean? Like I'm just wondering. Like, and do y'all have any like? Do y'all have any shows where it's like, yeah, I know this is gonna blow up, people are gonna rock with this heavy? Do y'all have any shows like that? Any series like that? Any, you know what I mean? Do y'all have anything like that where it's like, this is it, this is it? Because you can't really pick something like that. You can't really know, but like you can know, bro. You can know, bro. So yeah, that's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering, what's gonna be like the next big Goliath, the big king, queen, whatever it may be. Who's gonna be the GOAT of animation in the next coming years, bro? I don't know. I really don't know. We're gonna see when the due time comes, bro.